Good afternoon, NFL, and welcome to Monday Night Matters, the playoffs edition. Start off with a couple of things. First of all, I got a lot of great feedback from last week, so I'm going to do this week's show pretty much in the same vein as last week's, which is going to be fun. The other note, as you may have noticed, I am wearing the nuts, and I wanted to address the populace of the NFL at large. I want to apologize to everyone for being a whiny bitch. Yep, I did that. Specifically, the actions of yesterday morning on our group, where I was pretty whine-tastic. I went through and I vehemently did not want to wear these to the holiday party. I ended up acquiescing and wearing it to the holiday party, and I found out nobody gave a fuck. People thought it was funny. Even the little kid that was running around didn't really give a shit because she didn't know what they were. So to everyone who called me out, you're right. I apologize to all y'all. And so as a mea culpa for this, not only did I go ahead and wear them all last night instead of just the strange section of time when we were watching football, which we didn't even do because we couldn't. But I'm going to go ahead and fulfill the rest of the compromise that we had made as part of my own self-imposed punishment for this. So that includes my next two videos. Will include these sparkling beauties front and center, as well as the fact that I will be going to Brea Wild Wings on Sunday to watch my Seattle Seahawks face the St. Louis Rams wearing these in full display. So if you'd like to join, feel free to come on down. Feel free to mock and deride me as my way. And Phil, I will still be buying you a beer, even though I bought you one already. I'll buy you another one as Commissioner's, whatever that is, choice. I don't know. We'll see. Let's get on to the action, shall we? Tonight we've got Detroit versus New Orleans in New Orleans. And so here's what you need to have happen to get max points. That's right. We're going to start off with the playoffs teams. Argyle, you are once again, my friend, in the catbird seat. However, this week, you have a smaller lead and no one going tonight. The Tyrants, while having a solid week, are not going to crack the top four and will not be challenging because they have nobody going tonight. So they are done for the week. However, the two other teams in the league could give you a push. We'll start with the Coppersmiths. Coppersmiths, you have two players going tonight, Drew Brees and Tim Hightower. You're chasing 34 points, and you're only scheduled to get 32. So according to ESPN, you're not scheduled to make it. However, we've seen Brees put up a crazy amount of numbers before, and if it ends up being a shootout, you could actually take that top spot away. The Hustlers, meanwhile, are only chasing 12, and you have Megatron going, Alex, which means if you have a pedestrian game by Megatron, you could easily take the top honors away from the Argyle this week. And so, Argyle, your hope for this week for max points is a defensive struggle where nobody scores any points whatsoever. And like I said, Tyrants, lick your wounds. Get ready for next week. Nothing you can do, buddy. Sorry, dude. Although Cam Newton had a pretty good game, 41 points for you. So I guess there's that to hang your hat on. Let's switch over to the Truck Nuts division, shall we? And this week, so far, it has been all dude faces all day long. Josh, you have a 26-point lead on my Continentals. But I will say this. The Cons do have Matthew Stafford going tonight. And while I know you don't like Matt Stafford very much, I really do. And I've seen him put up some amazing point totals, specifically the Thanksgiving game where he put up 35, I think, something like that. So this is what happens. You need... for you to take the top of the Truck Nuts division and get those 5 points, you need for Matthew Stafford to be the Matthew Stafford that you think he is and do nothing. Because if he's not, there's a very good chance that I could take a second straight week as the Truck Nuts division winners and take those points away from you. Those two teams, both yours and mine, Josh, the Dudefaces and the Continentals, don't really have to worry about being nutted. I really don't. Because the next four teams on the list seem to be battling back and forth for Truck Nuts supremacy? Question mark. So let's take a look at those. The top spot this week is the Minox. The Minox, you have 93.5 points, but you have no more players going tonight. The Dudefaces also have no one going. I should mention that. So you're in a good position, but you're not in a great position because you'll see in the next couple minutes here why. The Green Slime, you have 10 points less, but you do have Theo Riddick, a running back, going tonight, and running backs can put up numbers if touchdowns and yards are available. So if the passing game gets taken away from Stafford, they're going to go pretty heavily to that run by committee with Abdullah and Riddick, and that could be beneficial to you to get those points. Now, if you get that, your schedule gets 6.7 only. Like I said, that could change, and you only need the 10.5 points to leapfrog the Knox. So that's something to think about. The champions, however, they only have 83.5 points, but they have 3 players going tonight. You've got Amir Abdullah, the running back, and the wide receivers Cooks and Watson from New Orleans. So if those guys put up a lot of numbers, it could be you taking that third place spot. I don't think you have the firepower necessarily to come up to Josh and my level in terms of getting into higher, but I think you have a very good shot at getting 3 points this week, which would definitely help your situation since you didn't get points last week. So that's good news for you. Good times. And then we have the Brea Oilers, who do not have anyone going tonight. So you're done. 81 points, and that pretty much ensures that you will get 0 points, putting you at 2 total points for the week up until the playoffs. So you need a big week next week in order to save yourself from este notes. Here are my bold predictions for both divisions. For the Champions Division, I feel like the Hustlers are going to be taking the 3 points tonight, followed by the Argyle getting 2, Coppersmith gaining 1 in a very close effort, and the Tyrants, of course, getting 0, because that is what will happen. My bold prediction for the Truck Nuts Division, partially biased, I know, but I think Stafford goes apeshit tonight, and I think he connects with Megatron 4 times, and that gives me enough points for me to steal the 5 points away from you, Dude Faces. We'll finish with 4th. Champs will get the 3 points. Monox will go to 2. Green Slime will get a point for their efforts, and the Oilers will hope and pray that next week is an amazing one for them. Or you, Nick, will be being a whiny bitch about nuts next year. It happens. Here are your playoff division predictions for points then. I see after this week's ending, I've got the Argyle still holding on to the lead, even though not taking full points. You'll have 5 total. Hold on a second. Let me make sure those totals are right. Yes, because you'll be getting 2 points. The Hustlers, you will have 3 points. So you and the Coppersmiths also have 3 points, but I believe the Hustlers will have point differential, if I'm not mistaken. I'll check that. But you're 1 and 1A in terms of the 2nd and 3rd place. And the Tyrants, you'll have 2 points available. In the Consolation Division, the race for the Nets, the Continentals will finish with 10 points, which officially eliminates me from having to bear this burden for another season, thank God. Dude Faces, you're going to have 8 points at the end of the year, which pretty much puts you there as well, like I said. And then the Green Slime and Minox both have 4 points, with the Minox having the point differential break, I believe. Champions will have 3 points, so you won't be in the cellar anymore, which is nice. And then the Oilers, 2 points for you. But you know what? They play the games on the field, not on paper. So we'll see what happens, everyone, because whether you have players going or not going, especially in these playoffs, remember, everyone, Monday Night Matters.